Sword Art Online Progressive Scherzo of Deep Night movie Blu-ray release date and contents have been confirmed, and it's much sooner than we thought. Welcome to a mini twist, because this news literally came out 3 hours after I published the normal This Week in SAO yesterday. Scherzo Blu-ray is officially scheduled for a May 24 release, featuring a beautiful box art illustrated by Ken Totoya. While that is the Japanese release, as always it will include English subtitles, so those of you who prefer the Japanese dub, this is already what you are looking for. For English dub, you're looking towards Aniplex USA, so don't hold your breath too much. Before moving on to the goodies included in the limited edition box, just like yesterday, I'll briefly touch upon the disaster that struck Turkey yesterday. An earthquake with a magnitude of 7.7 hit the southeastern Anatolia, devastating 10 cities, followed by countless aftershocks and another major earthquake in a nearby separate fault line. If you are able, I'll urge you to consider contributing to the relief efforts. Within Turkey, I'd recommend the independent, voluntary, non-governmental search and rescue association, AKUT. I will put their link in the description so you can go check and validate them for yourself. Thank you very much for listening. Alright, so what's included in the limited edition box? The bonuses are pretty much more or less the same as Aria Blu-ray, so for more specific context, I'll put my Aria Blu-ray unboxing video down in the description so you can see what some of those bonuses will actually look like, but with new Scherzo content instead. First off, another brand new side story written by Reki Kawahara. For now, we don't know the context of this side story, but in the upcoming weeks, we'll definitely get a synopsis for it, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and keep following This Week in SAO. As usual, it is going to be illustrated by Abeshi, which is likely only going to feature a cover art if the previous SAO memorable song from Aria is anything to go by. There's a special booklet which features a lot of interviews with movie staff and voice cast, as well as a bunch of art, concept art, production material, etc. A B5 size illustration card drawn by Abeshi, that was the Asuna and Mito illustration that we had for Aria. And then all the different stores pretty much have their own added physical benefits, a trend that Japan loves but I absolutely hate because you can never get all of them. There's just way too many and you can't get the entire limited edition time and time again from different stores. Most of these are a variety of illustrations, but specifically the Aniplex Plus version comes with a mini fan book, which has an extended amount of movie production material inside, and it is my personal recommendation out of all the available stores. The limited edition also includes a bonus audio CD, which will feature 2 character songs. The characters the songs are for have not been stated yet, but you can expect them to be for 2 of the main 4 characters of the movie, Asuna, Mito, Kirito, and Argo, and yes, my predicted likelihood is based on that order. The bonus video content will include Sword Art Online Inside Stories, which I imagine more interviews with the voice cast and production staff, maybe even following along with their production in more detail, which could really be interesting. Opening day stage greeting, which I believe is the recording of the stage greeting event in Japan for the movie release. A collection of promotional videos for news, previews, and commercials, so in English terms, that's gonna be all the trailers. And of course, there is going to be an additional audio track for the staff commentary on the movie as usual. Do keep in mind that the additional content does not come with English subtitles, so you will not particularly benefit from these unless you understand Japanese. Additionally, if you were wondering whether the special SAO FullDive event would ever be released, and the answer is yes, we got that answer. That one is also getting a Blu-ray release scheduled for July 7. This will include the 180 minutes long stage production as well as the mini animation that was made by A1 Studios for this event. The event features a lot of stories written between these characters and various performances. But that's it from this mini twist. I'll see you all next time. Until then, stay cool.